Hello to our great followers on YouTube. Just want to give you a little announcement. Our show is now available on Facebook. All you have to do is go to facebook.com/Food Farms Chefs. There's no and. And you can now listen to our show directly from our Facebook page. Facebook.com Food Farms /Food Farms Chefs. And you can now listen to all 160 of our past episodes directly from our Facebook page. As you can see, we're available on every podcast platform. But I wanted to physically show you some of the platforms we're on that you might not know of. So we're on all of these platforms plus another 36. So I just want to show you in this video the different platforms that you can find our show. Okay, you see all these platforms? We're on all these platforms. Some of them you probably never heard of. And we're on all these platforms and about 36 more. This is just a few of them. But I want to encourage you to listen to the show directly from our Facebook page by going to facebook.com/Food Farms Chefs. And that'll take you directly to our Facebook page. And what I love about the Facebook podcast platform is that you can leave a comment and you can press like. So our show interviews the biggest names in the restaurant industry. This coming Monday, we're going to have Chef Joseph Poon, who is a national celebrity. He's been on many, many national shows. And he's going to be on our show on Monday for the Lunar New Year. So, I want to encourage you guys to listen to the show on Facebook because Chef Poon had a great number last time he was on the show. So if you listen from the Facebook podcast platform, you can make a comment and show your love of Chef Poon right from the Facebook podcast platform. There's no need to email us. There's no need to email us from my website or whatever. You can just go to the Facebook podcast platform. You can press like for each episode, and you can comment on each episode, and all three of the Food Farms and Chefs hosts are administrators for the Facebook page, and all three of us will see it. Also, what I love about our Facebook podcast platform is that you can listen to 20 minutes of a show and then leave the Facebook podcast platform, and when you go back to our Facebook podcast platform, it'll pick up where you left off. So the only problem with the Facebook podcast platform is that it's only available on your mobile device through the app. So right now you can listen to us on Facebook. Take out your mobile device, go to the Facebook app, and then just go to facebook.com/Food Farm Chefs. No and or no N. And if you're unfamiliar with the show, we are a weekly food radio show that interviews the biggest names in the restaurant industry. And Chef Joseph Poon is on the show on Monday. He's a national name. He's been on Ellen. He's been on most of the major TV shows. So you'll hear him on Monday. I would encourage you to go to facebook.com/Food Farm Chefs and listen to our show from the Facebook podcast platform. And if you listen to the show from the Facebook podcast platform, it allows you to listen to 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, and it'll pick up where you left off. You can also comment on each particular episode, and show your love and support of Chef Poon or whoever our guest is. And then you can like each individual episode. But, as I said, we're on 3 radio stations. We're on in Philadelphia at 6 p.m. evening drive time every Tuesday. You can hear our show on Talk Radio WWDB and WPEN HD2 97.5 FM. And if you go to the Facebook page and you look in the summary, you'll see that HD radio is currently in 50 million cars, and it's in 50% of all cars coming off the assembly line. So I'm sure that a lot of you watching this video have HD radio in your car. Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. you can go to WPEN HD2 97.5 FM, and you can listen to our show. You can also go to Talk, if you don't have HD radio, just go 6 p.m. Tuesday nights. Go to Talk Radio WWDB, and they play our show. So we're available on HD radio, regular radio, and they replay the show throughout the week. So even if you don't catch it on Tuesday nights at 6 on the radio, it'll be played again during the week. So let's see. So you got all these places. Those are the major ones. And here are the other places that carry our show, and we're on like 40 more. But in case you're not familiar, or maybe you're using one of these podcast platforms, here you go. All right. So there's just some of the podcast platform that carry our show. But the point of this video is to encourage our listeners to go to Facebook and listen to the show, because like I said, you can comment and like each particular episode, and a lot of people do not have an hour to listen to the entire episode, so they listen in 20-minute increments. And if you listen to 20 minutes on the Facebook podcast platform, it'll pick up where you left off. So that's the purpose of the video. Big name on the show, national name, one of the most famous chefs, Chef Joseph Poon, is on Monday. And that show will be published all podcast platforms this Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. And Chef Poon is a national well-known chef. So he'll be on the show again on Monday. So we want to encourage you to listen to the show on any podcast platform. We want you to listen to our show on the 3 radio stations. We're on 2 Philadelphia radio stations at 6 p.m. evening drive time on Tuesday. But we're also on an FM station in New York. It's in the Hudson Valley area of New York, and they play our show every Friday at 1 p.m., and it's on 103.7 FM WMLD radio. And that covers the entire upstate New York section, and it goes into southern Connecticut. So I encourage you to listen to the show either on the radio or on any of the podcast platforms. And like I said, we're on those podcast platforms and another 40 to 50 more. So I want to thank you. We're going to keep posting videos once a week on our YouTube page. So please like, subscribe, and you can comment on the videos that you're looking at.